Hello, YouTubers. Here are my top 4 books that I have read and that I feel has impacted me the most throughout my real estate investing career. Now, the first book is by Chris Voss. Chris Voss has written a book called Never Split the Difference. Now, in this book, the main part that I was able to extract from this was acronym ZOPA. Now, what does ZOPA stand for? ZOPA stands for Zone of Possible Agreements. Now, when you go to a car dealership and you go there, and any car dealership, they have a sticker price in the window of the cars. Now, they have the manufacturer suggested retail price, and you're thinking, you know what? I want to pay $30,000. The manufacturer sticker price is $40,000. So between $30,000 and $40,000 is your ZOPA. That's what the meaning or range of agreements is. Now, in Chris's book, he discusses that the ZOPA is a figment of your imagination. What you need to do as a negotiator is fall way below the ZOPA to kind of get your adversary off their chair and really get them emotional about the ZOPA area. They're so focused on why did I make such a ridiculous offer that they are going to come in and emotionally be distraught. And that's when you have the advantage. And that's what I got out of the book from Chris Voss. He has a lot of great things in there, and that's one of the books that you definitely have to read if you want to become mentally inclined. The next book is by Dan Sullivan. Dan Sullivan is a creator of one of his book called Who, Not How. And Who, Not How, what I got of it was, obviously, like, I'm not the greatest handyman person. I'm not the smartest guy on planet Earth. I didn't get a degree from college. I did graduate from high school, thank God for that. But I'm not really skilled at a lot of things. So in my world, it's not about the who, it's not about the how, but it's the who. Who can help me in this adventure, or who can help me in this real estate investing career that I've made out of? Who can help me get further? And in this book from Dan Sullivan, that's who he goes after. He goes after not the how. It's not the how do I do it. You know, it's the who. Who can help me get this done? In any endeavor, anything you do, anywhere you go, it's always going to be a who. You're not going to go anywhere in life by yourself. You're going to need a partner. You're going to need somebody to do things with. There's always somebody in your corner. Maybe they're not in the limelight that you're in, but someone's going to be in your corner. It's going to be a team effort moving forward. So get the book, Dan Sullivan, Who, Not How. Now, this next book I read was by Gary Keller. Gary Keller, his book is called The One Thing. Now, you might have heard from a lot of people that a person who focuses on one thing really impacts that and becomes really good at it. And I'll give you an example, okay? Very good example. Athletes, okay? We'll take Michael Jordan, for example. Michael Jordan had focused on basketball for numerous amounts of years. And this gentleman became one of the greater basketball player in the world. He has his own shoe line. He makes millions and millions of dollars. In fact, he's a billionaire right now. So that's an example of focusing on the one thing, right? Same thing with Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant, same type of athlete, same basketball, focuses on getting practices in. If you ever listen to his interviews, he starts practice at 4 o'clock and he has that many more practices within the day. Over a course of years, he's going to outperform the practice than any other person, therefore making him the better player on the basketball court. That's focused on the one thing. Now, people who focus on many things, they may be the average on all that. They're not going to be very, very good. But focusing on one thing and making sure that that's what you want to go after really laser focus your attention on getting to the end game. And I suggest that if you want to go further in life or in any endeavor, and you already know where you want to go and what you want to do, this is a must-read book. The One Thing by Gary Keller. Now, the next book is by Carol Dweck. Carol Dweck is her book is called Mindset. Now, in this book, I really took into understanding what makes a person the person. Why are they focused on these things as a person? Now, for years when I was growing up, I just thought that, they just don't understand it. And I completely understand why now they don't understand it. It's not they just don't understand it and I'm a better person, or they're a better person, or they're not as smart or whatnot. That's not it. The main reason why they don't get it is because that's how they were brought up. That's how they were taught. Now, in life, you're going to have people in your family, your friends, your circle of friends. They're the people that are going to influence you. And they're the people that are going to tell you why this is such, or why this is this way. Now, just let's take an example. The way you spend money. Now, you probably got that from your parents or grandparents, or somebody in the household showed you how to spend money, how to save money, how to get money, and in this society, everyone's been taught that you go to school and you get a good degree, you go to college and you get a career that provides you a great amount of money, and then you retire. Well, that's the majority of planet Earth. Now, the minority side is some of these entrepreneurs. They feel like, let me take a different path. And that's the mindset that I'm talking about, is that when you're growing up, you are taught these things. And if you don't get an outside perspectives on what it is that you want to accomplish from someone who's already done it, then you're not going to get there, because you're believing somebody that has not done it yet. You have to go find out the people who has done it and what is their mindset. And I really got that from Carol Dweck. She has a really, really good book that she's written, and I suggest that that's one of the books that you read. Carol Dweck. All right, last book, bonus book. This is one of the books that I put for last, and it really, really helped me understand the reason why people don't want to go after things. And after reading this book, I really found out that I need to change path. I need to change path because this is not how I'm going to become better. So the fifth bonus book is Compound Effect. Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. Now, in this book, not just in this book, but there's an example. If you took a penny, if you had to choose, and one side you took a penny and you doubled it for 31 days. Okay, you took a penny, you doubled it for 31 days. Or let's say someone offered you $5 million cash today, right now, right this second. Which one would you choose? Now, people who heard this before are going to choose the penny. People who have not heard this before, they're going to take the $5 million and take it and run. Okay, but I tell you right now, once you double a penny for 31 days, you made the calculations. It's over $10 million. $10 million, and it just goes to show you that, in life, you have to build things. It just doesn't come the very next day. There is no get rich schemes out there. Okay, if it's get rich like the lottery, then you're gonna lose it. You never hear a lottery winner stay wealthy forever. They can win it, and then all of a sudden, the very next year, they're already poor. They lost all the money. They don't know what to do with it. Okay. Now, when I heard this, I really knew that I cannot continuously work for somebody else and get further ahead. That's literally impossible. And as I was growing up, I was been taught that you go work for somebody. You get a good degree. You go get a great corporate job and you make it that way. But after reading this book, I am convinced that each year I have to build on something. I have to build on something on my own to get further in life. And from this book, this is where I understood that if I don't build something for myself, then I am not going to be able to leave anything, for my children, my family. And so I urge you, if you're going to read any book, this is the book to read so that you can understand to leave something behind after yourself. Darren Hardy, The Compound Effect. Read that book.